G'day, I'm Mark from Self-Sufficient Me and I run a YouTube channel based mainly on gardening. Food gardening, that is, which means I spend a lot of time in the garden growing a ton of produce. And to be able to grow all this food in our garden, I need the best gardening tools you can get. And one of the best suite of gardening tools I've found is the prong. Depending on the type of job you need done, there's a prong tool to suit. Seriously, any one of these prongs is tough enough to do most jobs that you'd come across in the yard. I've used these fellas for all sorts of things. They do a great job at digging out plants, digging up rocks, breaking clay, removing stumps, moving logs. It would even be the perfect tool to jimmy into a house. No, I'm only joking. Do not use the prong to break into houses or sheds. I think I've locked myself out. Pretty good thumbs up deal. Once you have a prong in your shed, you'll find it will be a go-to tool for so many tasks, and even some that you haven't thought of yet. There are 5 different prongs. The long prong, which is meant for those really big jobs like getting out a large stump or a really big plant. You've got plenty of leverage. It's like a crowbar, only better because you've got that foothold on the end there. And this blue one here was designed after the long prong and is called the Son of Prong. Pretty cool name. And I love it because it's got this handle on the top. And for this sized prong, it's really handy to be able to give it a good grip to break up clay or to move rocks or whatever you want to do. The ones in the middle here, the general and the lady prong, there's no difference except for the color. Originally, the ladies were asking Peter if they could have something that was a little smaller than the Son of Prong, something that they could use for still tough tasks but smaller jobs in the garden, just like tilling a garden bed or planting flowers or loosening a small plant or getting out some grass or larger clumps of weeds. And this is the perfect tool. So he designed this as a pink model, especially for the ladies. And then guess what? The guys came along and said, we'd love one of these too, but we don't like the color pink. Can you get it in another color? And so Peter designed the general prong and made it white, just to appease those blokes that can't stand pink. And the last prong we have in the range is the weeder. This has got a nice little sharp forked tongue end on it, and it gets underneath those weeds like the dandelions in the lawn, so you can just punch down, lift up, weed the grass or the garden bed nice and easy. I can tell you, when testing these prongs out over the past few years, I've been brutal, pushing them to the limits, because if I'm going to recommend a product, it has to be good, strong, durable, and do the job. And I believe the prong does. So get into it, get online now, and get the prong. Now I've just got to go and see if I can find that key to my shed.